Yo, in today's video, I'm gonna be doing the hardest CTF I've done so far. We're gonna hack a clone of GitHub, and this means we're gonna have to do some SSRF using webhooks. If you don't know what any of these things mean, don't worry because I'll cover them, I'll explain them. But yeah, let's get right into it.
All right, so now we're at the stage where we're capturing a push packet. Basically, we're capturing a git push operation. So we get that um, binary, let's say payload. So we get the payload of a git push. But let's go back and go over the entire vulnerability because this is a hard challenge and I want to make sure everyone understands. So let's go right from the beginning. We have the source code of this BitHub, a clone of GitHub. We have the source code, and the whole idea is to be able to access this admin repo, which is underscore slash myuser.git, in my case, hello.git. Because if we go here, I've already created an account. My account name is hello, my username. How do we get into this repo? Now, this is where the hard part comes, but we go into this auth api.typescript, and here if the source IP is localhost, we are authenticated as admin without having to do any sort of username and password. If source IP equals localhost, kind admin. And that's great because this loopback mechanism, developers add this usually because they're developing and they don't want to keep authenticating, so they just add this if statement. This is extremely dangerous because now that I have access to the source code, I can basically run through localhost, my own localhost, and boom, get access to the admin, right? How do we do this? Let's go to gitapi.ts. Gitapi.ts also has some vulnerabilities, which is this. We find here a config blob. We can add to a specific repository to a specific branch of the repository. So if we go an access config. What is this? This is literally a file, access.conf, which allows me to write a username. So we literally write our username in the file, and it's going to grant me access to that repo. In this case, the admin repo. That's the idea. But it has to be in a specific branch. Right here, resolve refs slash meta slash config is the branch which I need to push this file to. And see here, access.conf, and then at some point there should be some sort of splitting happening. This might actually happen here, doesn't it? Yeah, so here config blob.split, find name, we find user, and we grant that user access. So these are the vulnerabilities. How are we going to do this? I'm going to show you in a whiteboard. So we have uh, first I'm going to have to show you what a webhook is because that's going to be very useful here. But basically, GitHub works with webhooks. Webhook is kind of the opposite of an API. So we have, I don't know, API, have webhook, and the way it works is, how the hell do I draw in this thing? How do I draw? How do I draw? Should be a way here. So an API is something you pull from. So there's an API with a bunch of methods, whatever, and you can send post requests to it, get requests, but it's the client which has to ask for the data, right? If I want to get some users from a database, I ask it the API. Well, a webhook is cool because it works the opposite way. A webhook is basically, let's say you have your own application or your own server. In the example of GitHub, I have my own website deployed somewhere in a server. This is my own server. How do I do this? Just my server. And then we have the webhook, which belongs to BitHub. Okay, so the webhook belongs to BitHub. I'm gonna make it clear actually. We have time, we have time. BitHug. BitHug webhook. And what happens here? Whenever I make a push here, I want my website, deployed website to update. But it would be inefficient to like every 5 minutes do an API call to BitHug to check. That would be inefficient. So instead, this works almost like a pub sub system. Um, every time there's a push, the webhook notifies the server. So it works the opposite way of an API. It notifies the server. It does that because there's a registered webhook with a URL pointing to my server. So this is going to be a URL. The server is going to have a URL called webhook endpoint. And this is basically what's used to receive, this is kind of a mailbox to receive all of these updates and then act upon them. And that's exactly what this webhook does. Now, where does this come into our attack? Because we're here, our goal is target repo access. Target repo access. Well, we're going to do this as follows. We have our own repo, right? Our own private repo. We are going to create our own server. So this is going to be our own server. Once again, my server. Let's do this. My server. And what this server is going to do is just redirect stuff. It's going to do this 307 redirect, and it's going to redirect stuff specifically to the Git API. So this server, the whole purpose is redirect, boom, Git API. Git API. Specifically to the underscore, the admin repo we want, this one, hello.git. This is what it's going to do. Now that we have our server set up, this is going to be the server, the subscriber. It's going to have a webhook endpoint. Right? Okay, so hear me out here. We have a private repo. What we're going to first do is, let me see, how do I explain this? So we create the repo. We're going to simulate a push of this access.conf. By simulate, I literally mean, simulate. So what we're going to do is we're going to add an access.conf to that weird branch, and we're going to simulate literally pushing. So we're going to simulate a push in our repo, whatever, what the hell, I don't know, push, whatever. I'm gonna even write it like this. Who cares? We're gonna simulate a push to BitHug, but this push is going to have that access.conf stuff. So we're gonna push, and we're gonna capture those packets. So we're just gonna create a proxy, which is basically just something it has to pass through before it actually pushes. So it intercepts this. And we're going to gather that as a payload, which is going to become useful for later. So we're going to have now a payload with git push, whatever it's called, but it's git push receive pack or something it's called. But yeah, this is what it's going to do. And now that we have this payload, it's going to be great because we're going to, this is my server, but there's also going to be the BitHug server, right? The one I showed here. Got BitHug, whatever. We're gonna have BitHug. We're gonna register a webhook here that's going to have as URL my server. Okay, it's gonna have as URL my server. It is going to have as payload the push payload, and yeah, that's it, right? It's gonna have as payload the specific access.conf push, the specific payload which is pushing this access configuration file. So now that we have that, what's gonna happen? We're going to, from my private repo, do some normal push. It doesn't have to be with the access.conf. That's going to trigger the webhook over here. It's going to trigger the webhook over here, right here. What does that webhook do? Boom, notifies the server, notifies my server. My server's like, cool, I've been notified with this, right? But this server here, it's not going to do anything itself, right? It's just going to redirect it. So this post request, this push, right, this payload, post request, is going to go right into here, and it's going to execute inside the admin. So we're going to give ourselves access to this admin repo, okay? And what's amazing about this is because of what I mentioned before, right? There's this loop back thing where we're only checking for localhost, that it's the local host. So this request from my server is going to be coming in from localhost. And since it's coming in from localhost, I get authenticated as admin. I'm allowed to do that push. That's why it works, right? Like if this was not localhost, I couldn't just push some random payload, but we can. So this is the vulnerability. We're using a webhook to perform a server-side request forgery, which I explained in the live stream where I started this. Amazing. Let's go. So I've already set up, I've created an account, everything, and I'm at the stage where I've already committed an access.conf, and now we need to intercept it. So we're going to run a script. We're going to create a script, interceptor.py. This script, it basically is just going to interact with Git because we also need to authenticate, but essentially it's just going to intercept and get a payload. So let's see if this script works. Created it before. This one right here. So I'm going to do that. Boom, 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 boom. Save it. I'm going to run it here. Python interceptor.py. So it's serving port 8080. And another terminal, what I'm going to do is actually push. So I'm going to go into yeah. I'm going to go into repo like this, which is the repo, and I'm going to do this, which is basically make sure it passes through the proxy so that the interceptor actually works. So I'm going to copy this over here, simple command. Hopefully this works. And then I'm going to push. I'm going to push the thing. Push the access.conf. What happened here? Does not match. Ref spec ref slash meta config does not match any. What could that be? So this script fixes some issues from before, but I think it might have some error. Let me just quickly look at it. Vim, or just even. What's happening here? Ah, because this is not the correct. That's the issue. What? It's called just repo? Okay, I entered the wrong one. So essentially, that was a mistake. I'm in the wrong file, so I gotta go to repo like this. Yeah, basically I didn't actually do anything here. I need to recopy this because I was working on a completely different file. So I gotta do this. Boom. Now we're on that branch. Now we create our access.conf file with my username inside. Commit that. And I can finally retry. So I'm gonna commit that. Never mind, you gotta add before you commit. I'm just copying command. I'm not even know how to use Git anymore. Commit that. All right. Perfect. Now that we have that committed, we're gonna want to push. We're gonna create it here. Septor.py. Where do we have it? A nice little source code. This one over here. So hope this works. There. Um, yeah, we're going to run it. Meantime, here we're gonna rerun these just in case, but basically make sure it uses the proxy and push it. Please. What happened here this time? Unexpected disconnect while reading sideband packet. The remote end hung up unexpectedly. Let's make sure everything is working here. So we've got this, the instance is still working. We have this over here. Perhaps a URL mismatch. This looks fine over here. Nothing wrong. What the hell? This sound, man. 8080. That's working fine. The remote end hung up unexpectedly. What the hell? I think it's some issue with the proxy where it doesn't actually reach Git. But because what happened here? Oh, perfect. No, that's because we intercepted exactly. So it's actually the remote end hangs up. Sure. We got the payload.bin. So now if I go here and I go ls, I have a payload, which is what I'm going to use now. Perfect. Now we've got to register a webhook. How do we register a webhook? We have to use a curl to make the post request to the webhooks endpoint. So now I'm not talking about this webhook endpoint, okay? So BitHug itself has a slash webhooks URL, which is where you register the webhook. And then inside that webhook, there's the URL, in which you put the webhook endpoint of my server. So let's do that. Give me the command to register the webhook. Let's do this. Here we are, hacking GitHub, guys. Hacking BitHub. What the hell? Flag this request for potential high-risk cybersecurity activity. That's funny. Oh my days. Guess we might need to forge this ourselves. So if I need to redo this, the whole thing. Where is this? What the hell? Because I saw there was a way. Okay, so the webhook needs to have a URL, content type, receive packet. I swear. So it's being so annoying, man. The fact that you cannot just. You know what? Sure, okay. We're gonna have to find alternatives. Give me the curl command for this. Okay, perfect. It's just like this dash X I had to do. That was the thing. I knew it was dash X, but big X, I don't know why. Okay, whatever. So that's the code request I need to do. Yep. Before this, I need to copy my base 64 encoded shit. Alright. So, cat payload. What the hell? What the hell? Let me see. Is this it? This is not base 64. What is .bin? Okay. What is this? Because this isn't base 64. Okay, so I just need to run base 64-i payload.bin. Alright, base 64 to convert, I guess. Payload.bin. What does this do? Perfect. I got the base 64. Here, we're gonna now rerun the curl. Where was this? Ah, alright, I need to copy the curl first, so copy the curl command here. Boom, 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 fast. My repo domain, what is it? Also need to change this to repo. Here. Repo, like this. My repo domain, what is this? This. Okay, I can delete this part. Base 64 encoded string. Let's get it, guys. Let's get it. Okay. Did that work? I hope. I hope it did. Okay. Now I need to run the server, which is going to redirect stuff. So I've got that code over here, created it before. I have this server, which basically just redirects stuff to the admin repo. So run that, as you can see here, redirect handler. But here, yeah, the URL, get receipt back. Let's run that. Serving. And I think it's enough to just do a normal git push. If I do a normal git push, I should get access to that. I can clone it. Let's try. Git, yeah, push some random stuff. I could just push this, I guess. Why not? New stuff. Git push. Please tell me that worked. Git push dash dash set. Oops. Whatever. What do you mean? Failed to connect? Why? What? Git branch. I don't know. What's happening over here? Okay, whatever. I don't know. Print. New stuff. Git push. What's going on now? Unable to access my repo. Why? Why? Is it because I'm still running? I registered. I can't access my repo when doing a normal push to main. What's going on? Why? Like, I'm running the redirect server simultaneously. Sorry, if it says cybersecurity risk, I'm gonna get so pissed, man. I can't even vibe hack these days. Okay. This, I've got to unset the proxy. Exactly. Unset proxy. Please, okay, I should have access to admin. Now what? Now, I just need to git clone. Please, I swear if this works, I'm him. I'm the guy. Please. Yes. No. No, 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 no. So what could have gone wrong? Okay, so now I'm gonna unfortunately lose access to the instance. That's why I got pissed. But okay, let's figure this out. What could have gone wrong? So, what did I do? I pushed. Maybe I should have pushed on the other branch. What the hell? Let's look. Have this repo. I mean, that should have worked. That should have worked. So what did I do? I config. I pushed. I got the payload. So I got this payload. This is gonna be used to actually push to the admin thing. It had hello. It had my user in it, didn't it? Yeah, access.conf had my user. I pushed. I registered that webhook, and then then I have this server which I ran right here at the end to redirect to this. And why did it not work? Why did it not work? Am I using the correct URL? Yeah. Use the correct one. So why is this not working? Um, so maybe the webhook didn't register properly. I'm thinking possible issues. Webhook didn't register properly. The access.conf file didn't work. Yeah, that's the thing. Maybe it's something with the clone itself. Let's check. Yeah, maybe it is. Maybe it is. Yeah, because wow. Yeah. That's unfortunate. So the webhook came in. I think the best thing I can do is check. I want this server to print whenever something passes through it, because then I'll know if the webhook is being used. It's so annoying because now I'm gonna have to redo everything because the instance is gone. I think. Like if I now, yeah, or is it still working? Can I still use this? No, it's just gone. I need to restart everything. I'll be quick though. Let's do it. Launch instance. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. Okay. 64095. Register. Hello. Ah. Nana. Let's do it. Okay. First thing we need to do is simulate the push. So I wonder if the webhook is still there, but I don't think so. Not gonna rely on that. I'm gonna use this code for the base 64. Maybe it could have something to do. But yeah, so first thing I gotta check out into orphan. Might as well copy, right, if I already have the commands here. Create the access.conf with my username. Add it. Commit it. Let's go. Let's go. Now. Okay, this gonna make it again. Yeah, interceptor the pi. Now I'm gonna have that running in. Here I'm gonna have the first proxy. Let's craft that payload once again. Let's do it. Got it here, perfect. Use this to convert it to base 64. I should have, yeah, payload.b64. Yeah. I'm gonna have to re-register the webhook. Which, to be fair, no, that wouldn't have been a reason. But I can already unset the proxy just to remember. Did I set it globally though? I didn't set it globally, did I? I'm gonna do that though, just to be safe. Because maybe then shouldn't, but yeah. Alright. Now I need to run the code command again. Just gonna this one right here. which now has a different URL, but it's right here. Let's get it. This one. Boom. Boom. Repo name is now Nana. Now we're gonna add our base 64. Oh, no way. No way. Actually, yeah, let's. Here it is. Here it is. Come on, man. Here. Here. Let's add it. Should be registered. This to me shows no error. The webhook should be registered. Okay. Now, what is it now? Payload. Now I just need to do a normal git push. Also, why am I here? Okay, it's just an error. Okay, now I need to just do a normal git push. Should work. Should do what it needs to do, but first I need to have the redirect server somewhere. Should have the code for over here. Might be an issue with the redirect server, but we'll have to see. So this is serving on port 80, and what about the here? Okay. Malicious stuff. Don't do that if you're actually doing an attack. Push. Connection refused. Why though? Like, why? Port 8080 after this. Connection refused. Do I... Wait, what's going on? Why am I getting connection refused? Hold up. Yeah, it's my current repository. What the hell? Ah, this thing, man. What's going on here? I'm gonna retry unsetting the proxy, but I don't... It's like the proxy is stick, but I removed it before. I removed it globally, but I guess it didn't remove locally. Whatever, man. See, but this I don't think... This I think would have told me if I received something. I need to get some sort of feedback. Because in theory I'd be done now. Now let me clone. Because that's what I need to do, right? I need to clone it normally. I need to clone it, the admin repo, right? So I push any standard commit to my repo, which is what I did. The backend fetches the webhook URL. Server responds with 307. I don't think that happened though. I think the webhook is not. I think that's the issue. So then I would be able to run git clone with my username and password URL. Ah, though, locally. Because that's why I think I need to do it locally so that the loopback works. So that this might be it. I need to do it in this port, no? Is it? Let's try. That might be it. That might be it. Let's try. Um let's do it. Give me the URL. We're winning. We're winning now. We don't have time for this. Please. Why is it doing /info/refs? Come on. Why is it doing /info/refs? Because that's the port. That's the port. Yeah. That's this. That's the port. I wanted to do it. What if I do git clone? Yeah, what if I just do normally, right? Like, that's the thing though, it says to do it locally. Yeah, I'm doing some dumb stuff. Wait. This should be like this, for starters. This should be, I mean, I can leave it like this or like this, don't really matter. And this should work. Failed to connect on port 1823. But this is the local port. I should be able to maybe, no? That's what I'm thinking. I should be able to do this. 1823. Port 1823. One eight two three. So if it says cybersecurity risk, I'm gonna get pissed, bro. If it keeps doing this, and it's just trying to learn here. Wow. Of course it's OpenAI. At this point, bro, give me some Google stuff. Google's better anyway. The webhook registration failed. Yeah. No, because I do have to be using my port. It doesn't have to be the 1823. What if that's the issue all along? Because I used this 1823 somewhere else. I used this in the... Not here. Where do I also use this? I use this in the actual is it in the not in the this one? I swear I used 182 here. Aha, redirect handler. I think I need to change that to 64095. That's the issue, no? Let's try. 640. Because that's where it should redirect. It should redirect to the actual port, not this. I think it should be the local get API though, because otherwise, it doesn't have this localhost loopback of just getting admin access instantly. But we can try. We can try. I don't think that's the thing though. Let's just put some random stuff. Um, Hurry up, bro. Keep push. Okay, that wrote somewhere. Nothing here. I think that's the issue. I think the registration failed. The registration failed. Um, I think the registration failed. I think the registration failed. Ah, okay. So if the registration failed, let's still try. Six four zero nine five. Not found. What do you mean not found? That's what annoys me. What do you mean not found? What if I do 1823? Just gonna say it doesn't work. No. Okay. I need to check if the registration is happening, which is important. So what I'm gonna do is I have this server. I have this server as the webhook endpoint. How can I see if it's being reached by the webhook? Print statement, maybe. How much time do we have? 11 minutes, man. Yeah, that will work, right? Let's do it. So I'm gonna copy this into I think the issue is it's not being hit at all. This point I could have copied just the yeah, no, you know what? Just give me this. If I do a git push, git commit new stuff, let's say. Oh, Stuff. Git push. Tell me at least reaches it. No, that's the issue. It's not registered properly. Let's check. So this is when I registered it. Curl post 64095 webhooks like this. And just to the wait. Where's the webhook URL? That's the issue. No? I'm dumb. The issue is I don't have the webhook URL. I'm dumb, man. Alright. So that's the issue. Let's be quick. So what's the endpoint URL? That's because get off my face, man. Just get the hell out of my face. Endpoint URL, which is what tells it to go to the server. Here I said where are you, man? Where are you? URL your server before content type. Why is this not curl? Where are you? To the HTTP server. Which HTTP server? That's the thing. This is missing the. This is dumb. The URL itself. That's the issue. That's literally the issue. Now this thing bugged out. Oh no, it didn't. Okay. Without a webhook URL. Well, yeah, you missed it, Domo. Let's go. Let's go. Python server IP is fucking localhost. Yeah. No? Yeah. Six four zero nine five. This needs to work. I swear. Should work. Give me the base 64. Give me the base 64. Here. Is it this or is it not this? Or was it later? It's this. Come on. That was a mistake again. Because it's gotta be Nana that'll get. Oh my days. Otherwise, I'm not triggering it because I'm on Nana, I'm not on ASDF. Let's go. Let's go. That doesn't look good. Because why did they give no... Let's add stuff. Let's add stuff. Echo git commit dash m git push. Nothing. What? How is there nothing here? How is there nothing here? It's pissing me off at this point. Like, what the hell? It's serving on port 80, yeah. It is. It's localhost. B for the fact that my server. Like, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe it's because it's a local host, but so I just registered the webhook again. This time with the correct stuff, with a URL, with the port, sending it to the right management API / nano.git / webhooks. Okay. Okay. I need to expose my local server. What the hell? I already have Ngrok, so I could just do that. Kinda. I can have my public tunnel URL to use there. Yeah. Give me that then. Let's do it. How much time do I have? God damn, man. It's gonna be last chance. What is it? Ngrok HTTP80. This one. Let's go quick then. Otherwise it's wraps. If I don't go quick, it's wraps. I'm going as fast as I can. Ay, 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 ay. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. There, okay. What? Ah, damn. Come on. D.txt. Git add dot. Git commit. Surely. No. No. What's going on? I put the terminal URL, it still didn't work. Python script redirecting is a server-side request forgery. I know it is. But it must be publicly reachable, which is what we tried now, right? We tried an ngrok to create a tunnel that exposes my port publicly. It's kind of not too safe, but we're working on this CTF, so who cares? But it didn't work. I have to restart the instance for a third time. This is mad. But let's go. So, third restarting. It's gonna be our last chance, otherwise we're gonna do it another time. Let's go quick. Okay. Focus. Create an account. Is it because I... No, that's fine. Okay, hello. Create it. Boo-boo this time. Who cares? Cloning it. Here it is. Do the whole thing again. So, step one. Had to git checkout dash b orphan, I think it was. I don't know. Dash orphan makes sure that we have no history, but shouldn't be that big of a problem. Add it and commit it. Add, commit. Boom, done. Next step. Let's get an interceptor script going. Have it over here. Is it this one? Yeah. This script is the newest one. We're gonna do vi pi. There it is. Gonna run it. Python intercept.py. Meantime, we're going to allow the proxy. So, where is this? The proxy. Not unset. We want to set it. I think it's just this one. Here. Push. Yeah. Here it is. Payload.bin. Need to convert it to base 64. And now we are ready to, we're basically ready to do the request to the webhook, the curl. I don't know why it wasn't working, but let's curl it. Okay, before that though, we need payload.bin. Yes. So cat payload 64 like this to this. not this. What's going on? This. Okay, perfect. Before I copy this, to be fair, I'm gonna change this. Change first the port to 5 something. What is it? 52668. URL is gonna be the tunnel I just created with ngrok. And now finally the base 64. I don't like the fact that it's not giving me much feedback when I click enter on this webhook. Like now, I got no feedback. Got no feedback. So now, if I run the other server, this one, I should, when I push, yeah, anything like what I just did, if I do. That's because I need to unset first, so let me just unset all the possible proxies that exist by running both the global and the normal one. What the hell? Ah yeah, that's getting it. I want to unset it. What the? Ay, 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 ay. Now yeah, there's nothing now. So I can get push properly. Pushed. Didn't get anything here though. That's the issue. I mean, this doesn't matter. I can change this once I receive the webhook, but the webhook isn't being reached. The server isn't being reached by the webhook. Still no. Okay, so I think the webhook might not be being registered. Let's check. So webhook.ts, there's web APIs. Register. This is probably, no, this is just normal registration. Webhook, nothing here. Static APIs, could it be that? No, it's not static API. It should be here, no? This. Webhooks. Post request. URL must go to port 80. URL must not go to localhost. Which I fixed, right? It goes to port 80. It uses it's not localhost because I'm using an ngrok tunnel. Let's see. What did I just do? Undo. What the hell? Aha, so I must be an admin to post webhooks too, or what? What's this about? That might be an issue, no? If I must be an admin to also post webhooks. No, but I think just have to make sure. But to me, it looks like we've already got all these things. Maybe it's just the way that we formulated the request. Let's check. That's the only two possible things. Like the whole attack is there. We know what we need to do to be able to access this forbidden repository. Gonna be there soon. Gotta go eat at some point because this is taking bare time. Like, how much time are we at? 1:11. Let's finish this. How much time do I have here? 20 minutes. Come on. Come on. Come on. It's filling silently because it has no authentication attached to it. Yeah, so this line, I did pinpoint it. I was like, do we have to be admins? How do we fix that though? We just literally have to add it. We literally just add it to our thing. We add this line over here. Yeah, let's do this. Yeah, let's do it. My thing is brilliant. Yeah, I know it is. Let's go. So the issue is we also were missing a thing in the curl request, which is username and password. I hope this is it, because if we get this through, so still weird that I didn't get no feedback before. 5, what is it? Come on, man. 52668. 52668. Boo. That is boo. Boo. Password. Nice password. URL. Where are you? Where are you here? Here we go. That looks good, guys. That looks good, guys. That looks like it says upload completely sent off though. That sounds a bit, but that looks like something happened. Post request. Okay. Returns nothing, but who cares? We don't want anything returned. Now. Now. I'm going to first of all change this to 52668 because otherwise it's just useless. Oh shit. I know something that might go wrong. Anyways, I need to do it anyway. Like then grok URL might refresh. No, we're cooked. 52668 should be fine. I hope it didn't change, but okay. I need to push again. Let's do it. Let's echo git add dot git commit dash m push, please. Yes, yes, yes. Exactly what we need. Got a webhook received. We sent it off. We used, now here's the thing, right? I used this. I used 52668. Should work, but if not, I just need to change it to the local endpoint, which I think was the 1823, because it's for the loopback to work. But let's see. If we can clone it, we can clone it, right? If we can clone it, we're happy. Git clone. Ay, ay, ay. It's getting mad. Things are getting mad. No way. Not found though. Hmm. How's it not found though? That's the thing, man. Let's try it just for safety. Going to do this with 1823. But didn't change. No, it should be fine. I'm going to have to now do another push. Echo b like this, whatever, b.txt git add dot this push, another redirect. Perfect. um Perfect. Temporary redirect. We need to try cloning it again, see if it works. It doesn't exist. That's what, not found. Like, where is it then? If you tell me in the hints that it's here, it's here. Yeah. Tell me in the hints something, and then you're gonna really try to mess me up. Like, what's up? It's the only missing piece, really. We're already getting a webhook registered, doing exactly what we wanted to. It's either we still don't have access. No, that's not the issue. The thing is, yeah. A Python redirect script. Yeah. Pointing to the new port. Yeah, I got a hit. I got a hit. What's missing? It's this. So I managed to hit it. The only missing piece is basically this. Git clone user password, the URL, port 1823 for some reason. Locally. Does this mean I need to wait? To access with port 1823, I need to run the application. No way. Run bit. No way. I swear, if it tells me cybersecurity bullshit, No, right? That's the internal port that the node server binds to. But I would use like this. Okay, yeah, this is what I'm doing. I need to have my password, I guess. Let's try that. I don't think so though, because it asks for me for it. So brev, brev. That's to be joking. Fatal repository not found. Like, come on. Really gonna do this? I swear. How much time do I have left? 9. Okay, I'm doing it. I don't care. I don't care. I'm doing it. Because with your credentials pointing to the new port. It does. Like, even if I go back to this, which I mean, sure. 5.2, whatever it was, bro. Whatever it was. 5.2.6.6.8. Come on. Ah, no. I'm dumb. I'm dumb. Has to be this. It has to be this. It has to be this. Hold up, cause I'm going somewhere. Hold up. I need to re-hit it, no? I need to do a push again. Come on, come on, come on. Echo. Redirect sent. Surely now, don't play with me, don't play with me, don't play with me. Not found. What the hell? How is it not found? Yeah, the issue is I'm not getting the successful permission. I'm redirecting to the correct port. Am I? Yeah, this is the correct port, man. It is, it is, it is. The issue might be the payload. It needs it perfectly intact. I must base 64 encode the original .bin file directly using the command line. Copy paste the terminal text, the git server. Payload might be issue. How do I ensure it isn't corrupted? Damn, 5 minutes. 5 minutes. should work though. It is. No, this is what I added. I remember clearly. Yeah. Yeah. This is. Unless I do something like this. I put correct.json. I gotta try stuff. So, ay, ay, ay. Give me this. Webhook.json. Now well, I do the code thing again, but this time instead of this I put this. Come on. Ay, 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 ay. That worked. Okay. So new webhooks in there. Okay. Let's push. Push. Redirect sent. Yes. Finally. Can I clone or can I not clone? Tell me. Not found. What is going on? Because I have a webhook. I clearly have a webhook that's being received every time I push. But the webhook, it has to be an issue with the only possible issue is with the webhook payload. Like I don't see the request itself. How much time? Oh my. Bye. Ring the ref slash meta slash generate the payload by camera. There was an error to be fair. Like when I did that. I got something like, what was it? I saw it, man. Where was that? You see here, I get this payload, but I would get like a connection refused here. It wasn't really connection refused, it was something else. What was it? When I tried to push right at the beginning. Was it here? No, this was interceptor.py. No, but here, yeah. I got this error, but the payload.bin was already generated. So I thought that would be fine. Yeah, we're gonna have to do a part 3. I've never done 3-parted videos, but this is it's tough. It is what it is. Remote and hung up. I don't think that's an issue because the payload.bin is already made, but oh, okay, so the payload is mathematically broken. Useless to the internal Git server, that's the issue then, yeah, fuck. It does not stream files like a normal download. Let's understand this and then I'll cut it off for the day because we've been here for a long time. But let's understand this. So Git does not stream files like a normal download. It packages your commit into a highly compressed CLib stream called a pack file, CLib, appends it to a 20-byte SHA-1 checksum. What the hell? The connection dropped. The checksum was never written to the payload. Okay, that's a big problem. Because then when we're simulating the push on the admin repo with the webhook payload, yeah, the checksum's going to be messed up and we're not going to get that access.conf in the remote. That's what we want. How do we make it though? I love, by the way, how Gemini, like OpenAI is like, cybersecurity risk, no vibe hacking for you. Gemini is like, prepare your malicious script. Yeah, so start a local trap. So I open an NC on AT80 and it listens to a local port and pipes everything it receives to a file. Okay, so it makes sure there's no like cuts. And I push to the trap. Git push. I go back to the Git repo and I force Git to push via HTTP to my netcat listener. Okay, but this ensures that before we were proxying and then it hanged and then the checksum or whatever did not get put in the payload. This one ensures it does, I guess. Strip the HTTP headers. Yeah. Okay, yeah, we just need to fix the payload up because we do have a webhook. The redirecting seems fine. We're gonna fix up this payload in the next video. So yeah, stay tuned for that because that's gonna give us the satisfaction of getting the actual flag. But yeah, thanks for watching and see you there. I'm out.